What's up, everybody? It's Jordan, and welcome to the Sports Dude Hines Show. And in this video, it's another installment of 30-Minute Drill. 30-Minute Drill. I am joined by my co-host, Braden Short. How you doing today, Braden?
I'm doing great, man. Ready to just get this rolling, man. We just getting podcasts out left and right now. Now that I got good equipment that we won't have technical difficulties with, now our schedules are just permitting because of vacations and work. We're working this out, and I'm excited.
Yeah, this is our third straight video we are doing. So, you kind of mentioned vacations. Part of the reason we were unable to do a recording in the past couple of weeks because, I was out of town on vacation. That's kind of going to be the top topic, right now is vacations. I've throughout my time, I've vacationed lots of different places, have some funny stories. So what are some of your favorite vacation moments, some of your favorite vacation, spots to go to and everything like that?
Okay, so first I'll start with my favorite vacations. So my favorite vacation was definitely whenever we went out west. I went out west and I seen Vegas. We went to Las Vegas. We stopped by Death Valley. We stopped at Yosemite Park. We went to the Grand Canyon. We went to Lake Mead and the Hoover Dam. That was my favorite vacation by far. Just the memories that I have from that just last forever because that was unfortunately my last vacation that I got to go on with my papa, and we had went to the Smoky Mountains before and stuff with him, so it was pretty common that we would go on vacations with him and everything. So just the memories from that just alone is enough to make it the greatest vacation that I've ever went on. And also the Grand Canyon's just absolutely breathtaking, and I want to go back there so bad. That was like my favorite thing that we did on that. The Grand Canyon's amazing. I absolutely loved every second of being out there. It's just a wonder of just how the rock looked like that. It was just, you can't explain it. You really can't explain it. And then boating on Lake Mead was also fun. I love to go boating on lakes and everything and just swim in the water. I'm a big swimming guy. I love to swim, just in a pool or anything like that. But besides that, I'll make my next place, if I'm going anywhere though, just on a casual year, I'm going to a place called it's right outside Clearwater and Tampa. You fly into Tampa from Huntington. It's called North Reddington Beach. There's a place called the Ramsey there. I absolutely love going to Florida. I love Florida on the Gulf side, where you can see your feet in the water. The water's not as calm. You can just sit out in the ocean and chill and swim around without getting barraged by the crazy waves the Atlantic produces. So and there's so many good places to eat down there also. So that's why I really like it down there. And I'm pretty sure your favorite vacation spots in Florida also, isn't it?
Yeah, that's kind of where we, just came, back was New Smyrna Beach. But kind of talking about yours, first, I remember, you had the chance to go on vacation, with Vegas and everything, with your papa. I remember you were talking about, it was really nice. You had a chance to go on vacation with him, and everything, like, especially, once he was getting like worse and stuff. And that kind of goes to one of my favorites. I have two, and I don't know which one's my favorite. They both have lots of sentimental value to me. One was 2 years ago. We went to Disney. My mom, dad, my sister, and then Judd and his kids. And then my nana and papa went. And, that was kind of our last big trip. We still go on vacations, but that was our last, really big trip because my papa, health-wise isn't really what he, used to be. His mind's kind of, getting bad and stuff. So it was really nice going on vacation with him, to Disney. He doesn't really ride some of the rides like he used to because, he can't get around like he used to. But it was just nice having really a good vacation with him. And then another one I really liked was 2013. That is, holy crap, it's going to be 8 years in November. It does not seem like it. My mom, dad, and my sister, the four of us went to Disney. And, I'm really fortunate we go on vacations, every single year. But the one that was really nice about this one, it was just the four of us, It was nice, just the four of us instead of, the big hassle, 10, 12 people going. Those to me are probably my favorite, times going on, vacations and everything. But, there's, to me, We pretty much go to just the same place. We go to New Smyrna Beach. It's right beside Daytona. It's really laid back. It's chill. There's lots of retired people there and everything. It's not too noisy and stuff. I like it because something interesting about it. All the restaurants, I don't remember the mile radius. But there's a certain point. Every single restaurant there is a local place. There's no not franchises like McDonald's or anything like that. So it's really nice to try to eat some places different that you're not going to have back here in Huntington. But that's probably my favorite vacation spot. You mentioned some other places in the Grand Canyon. I know my dad was able to go there not too long ago, and that's some place. I don't know if it's on my bucket list, but that would be really really cool to go see and everything. That's definitely for some people once in a lifetime opportunity. That would be amazing to see. I actually saw a documentary probably a year or so ago on Disney Plus. There was I do not remember how long it was, but there was guys hiking it, and it took them for like months and do this months to hike or something just insane. Really shows how amazing and really what a great sightseeing that place is and the Grand Canyon and everything.
Oh yeah, it's breathtaking. It's amazing, and I'm pretty sure through the documentary you could probably just see just how just pretty just it can just it's just it's indescribable to me of like just how it is like you honestly really need to go there. I feel like to just appreciate like the pictures that you see, like you're like wow, that's a great place, but just like being there and seeing it in person, it's just something that's unforgettable. It's truly like probably anything I've seen so far and can't compare to like how it was there. That was great. But yeah, like I said, I love Florida though. I think Florida, I don't know, just the places to eat also in North Reddington Beach is why I really like North Reddington the most. So I know you are always talking about the places at New Smyrna. So like what's just kind of some of your favorite places to eat whenever you're in New Smyrna?
Easily, I would say probably my favorite is Big Joe's. They have I think it's an 18-inch sub sandwich, and it's only like $7.99. It's not really bad at all compared to like some prices like Penn Station or other places like that. But that one's really good. I really like Flagler Tavern. It's expensive. The best time to go there is pretty much in the fall because in the fall there's not nearly as many as people vacationing then, and they have lots of specials pretty much for the most part on all the restaurants and everything. Say Big Joe's, Flagler Tavern. Those are some of my main ones. There's other places I like, but those ones are the ones that really stand out to me. And we eat someplace different every single time. Like I said, we just were there last week. I actually had a chance to eat like gator bites. I ate gator when I was like 9 or 10, but I didn't really remember it much. And it is actually a lot better than you think. It put some barbecue sauce on it. It was actually really really good. I don't remember the name of it, but that's definitely maybe tailgaters or something like that. It was the first time eating there. That is definitely someplace I would eat there again next time I go there.
Yeah, for sure. And I say my favorite place is Florida, but honestly, out of all the vacations I went on, some of my favorite food is in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. I don't like Myrtle Beach because it's so pot. There's too many people there. But some of my favorite places to eat, just in general, there's a place there called Chuck's Steakhouse that is delicious that I absolutely love to go to. And honestly, if I was driving by Myrtle Beach, I would stop by just to have some Chuck's Steakhouse. And then there's another place in Myrtle Beach called Dagwoods, and those two places are far from really anywhere in North Reddington. But I still love North Reddington because there's still good food there, but nothing. It's been a while since I've been there, so maybe it's just fresh on my mind with Chuck's and Dagwoods of getting that on the last vacation I went to. And then another place that I know you've been to a lot and that I've been to a lot is definitely the Great Smoky Mountains in Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge in Tennessee. And I know one of my favorite places to go there is the Blue Moose. And I always love stopping by the Krispy Kreme there whenever they have the hot donut sign on. Anytime you can get to a Krispy Kreme hot donut light, man, even whenever you're on Myrtle Beach and just anywhere. Like I stopped the other day in South Charleston and got some. That just makes a vacation, man.
You could have the worst vacation of all time, but if you ended with getting Krispy Kreme, it's a good
Oh yeah.
vacation. I mean, that's
Oh
just the
yeah.
way it is. Krispy Kreme, dude. For a fat guy like myself, that's like, I mean, I don't know. It's like amazing. There's no other way to put it. But I really like Tennessee too. I think I'm going to go back there, possibly in a couple months. Depending, with travel and everything. But yeah, Tennessee was really nice. It's really disappointing, a shame. So many words to describe it. Everything that got burnt down in that fire years ago. I don't remember the place we stayed at. That water park, the Smoky Mountains. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
That's the place we used to stay at, and I don't even think that's there anymore. It really sucks because I remember we used to go there every single year in July, and that was just super fun. To go there now. Not just growing up and being so long since you've been there. It's now that place I don't even think is there. It really, really sucks to see and everything. But you kind of talked about that one place in Florida. Mine would definitely be New Smyrna Beach in Florida. It's just, to me, it's the thing I like about it is just it's so laid back. It's not overpopulated, like Myrtle Beach, Daytona. It's 15 minutes from Daytona. It's 45 minutes from Orlando. It's about an hour and a half away from Tampa, and it's an hour and a half away from Jacksonville. So you're all kind of close to like the top, attraction places in Florida for the most part. I mean, you're less than an hour away from Disney. I mean, you can go see, an NFL game, an MLB game, or even an NBA game, all less than a 2-hour drive. It's it's just really nice going there. And let's see. We actually went. What?
I'm sorry. And and back to the Gatlinburg fire that we were talking about. I remember whenever I first seen that was happening. I seen it on Twitter in class whenever I was in high school, and I was heartbroken the whole entire time because we used to always go to Gatlinburg, and that's honestly where my mom and my stepdad got married, was in Gatlinburg. So I have memories there personally and everything. So just seeing some of the places that got burnt down, just seeing all the devastation there was horrible. And I remember going there not too long after the fire had happened, and one of the places where I stayed at once in Gatlinburg, it was a beautiful log cabin. It was just no more, just a beautiful cabin that had a great view of Gatlinburg, just no more. And it was just the devastation. It was just insane to me seeing how that happened. I just feel for everybody who was in Gatlinburg and everybody who like had to go through that tragedy. It was terrible to see, and I felt heartbroken the whole entire time because I truly did love that area.
And it sucks because that happened to people who they had no chance to not be in that situation. They did nothing wrong. All that stuff unfortunately happened. And we're kind of talking about some of our favorite vacation spots. I mentioned the NBA, and I actually had a chance to go to an NBA game in Florida and seeing the Orlando Magic play the San Antonio Spurs. It was actually a preseason game. I believe it'll be 4 years ago in October since this happened.
Wow.
So that was our first game at the Orlando Magic, in the Amway Arena. And, I'm a big Celtics and Cavs fan. But, when I was really young, I actually liked the Magic a little bit because, I was a big Dwight Howard fan. And I always wanted to see the Magic play in Amway Arena. So that was our first chance, going to that game. And we tried to meet some players to get autographs because me and my dad are big in the autographs and everything. And we're at I believe the Magic, their, tunnel and everything, trying to get some autographs. There's a couple guys that go up to me and my dad, ask us if we want to, kind of be a part, of the game, kind of like a halftime show type of deal situation. And my dad said, yeah. And I said, yeah. So we thought, everything was going to be fine and everything. Bad thing was, you actually had to be 18 to do it. And I just turned 17. So I was unable to do it. And so, I wasn't able to do it, but my dad was. And so I think it was around in the middle of the third quarter. It was either the Spurs and the Magic called a timeout. And, the thing that they had my dad do, he was competing against somebody. It was actually called, I think, like the Dizzy Bat Challenge or something like that. You bend down, you put your head on top of a bat, and you spin around in circles 10 times. And then you have to go run around to go make a layup. And the first person do that successfully actually got free tickets for the season opener against the Miami Heat. So it was really interesting, hoping my dad's going to win and everything. The guy he was actually going up against, had Orlando Magic tickets, but his was near the bleachers. So, he was really wanting to win those tickets. Me and my dad, we were just hoping to win the tickets to resell them to somebody because, we weren't going to be there. We're not even really Orlando Magic fans. So, they get us to go down there and everything. So I'm able to record this video, and I was going to show it here in just a second. The video is super, super shaky because I could not quit laughing. And the camera quality is really, really bad. But something before, my dad tells me right before he gets on the court, he's like, if I'm behind, just scream shoot, which makes absolutely no freaking sense. This arena is full of 20,000 fans. He's not going to hear some fat kid, chubby guy sitting down on mid-court scream shoot. So this is the video of my dad and the Orlando Magic San Antonio Spurs game.
Right around the corner, and tonight we're gonna give two Magic fans a chance to win 2 tickets to the game on October 26th against the Miami Heat. Now, these are my contestants, Jason and Tucker. They have to put their hand on the basketball, spin around 10 times, and attempt to make a layup at their basket. Now, we call this the Dizzy Ball Race. Whoever does so in the fastest time will be our winner. So, Magic fans, if you're ready, let me hear you say yeah! Let's go inside! 2, 1. Alright, so they're spinning around. This is 2, 3. Remember, they have to spin around 10 times. Alright, here's number 6 right here. Go faster, guys, go faster, go faster! Alright, let's try to make a layup. Uh-oh, can you do it, can you do it? Hey, congratulations! You're going to the Hall night on October 26th to see the Miami Heat. Go!
So clearly that was not the idea he was supposed to do. He's supposed to spin around 10 times. In his defense, I watched the video last week, and he told me he spun more than 10 times. I watched it in slow motion. He actually spun, I wasn't really paying attention there, but he actually spun 12 times. So this whole thing was basically rigged. It was complete crap. But, he's backpedaling like he's a corner at the combine doing some drills. Goes back minus 15 feet when he's supposed to, go up and do a layup. And he always likes to tell people at the end of it, he does, snow angels. You can't really tell, from that angle. Like I said, the camera, quality was really bad. I was shaking a ton because I was laughing so much. And, he gets off the court and lots of people are like, sympathy. Oh, you did such a good job. All that crap. Like, he did freaking horrible. Let's be honest. As soon as we go up there, I'm a rather large individual. If you've met me in real life, you can agree. My dad, wears maybe like a large or extra large, something like that. That shirt was a, XL or a large. Once we get back up there, he makes me switch shirts with him. So nobody would recognize him in that shirt. So I have to wear that shirt for the rest of the game. I look like freaking Chris Farley, fat guy, little coats. So my dad does not get recognized and people laugh at him. To me, that's definitely the funniest vacation story I've ever had. Well, I know it wasn't really me, but it was just absolutely crazy. That was something we definitely did not think that was going to happen, heading into that game. We just went to get some autographs. Next thing you know, my dad's doing snow angels and making a fool of himself, making 15,000, 20,000 fans laugh in the Amway Arena.
Yeah, there's another legendary photo that you have of whenever you first seen the Plymouth Rock. the look on your face, that is a priceless moment. That like anytime it pops up on my mom's Facebook, we always laugh at it. It's great. It's funny. And for those of you who do not know, Jordan, you were displeased by the size of the Plymouth Rock from the least of your facial expression. You could tell.
100% it was. I mean, that's a big rock. That's historic rock. We've seen bigger rocks fall off the cliffs, near Ironton. Then we see that little freaking rock. I'm 8 years old. I'm expected some, giant, ginormous rock, bigger than my house. It's barely taller than me right now. I had every right to be ticked off. We drive, so far away to go see it. I was, told that this is it. I was not pleased. I was really mad because, being younger, you expect a lot more, things, I don't know, interesting or bigger. And if I were to see it now, I would probably even be more upset because at this point, I'm probably taller than the Plymouth Rock. I was not pleased. And something, the same trip, actually, we actually had a chance to be in Boston during the Red Sox game. They were playing the Rangers, and at the time, Josh Hamilton was one of my favorite players, and he was with the Rangers. But the Red Sox were my favorite team, and we were really wanting to go to that game. And at that vacation, we probably had 16 people with us. Maybe there's a lot more normal. So we're really wanting to go to the game. Tickets were like $15, $12, like crazy. Like makes no sense how they were so cheap. I mean, we want to see the Green Monster. That's Wrigley Field and Fenway Park. I mean, probably the most historic MLB stadiums today. But we just really wanted to see even just the first inning of a game. That did not end well at all. There was lots of fighting and other stuff. But hopefully one day I got to see the Red Sox in Fenway Park. That is definitely specifically against the Yankees. That is on my bucket list.
Yeah, if the Reds would ever play at the Red Sox for some reason, I'm finding a way to go to that game. Like I said, I've seen the Reds play at Wrigley. I would love to see the Reds play up at Fenway. And I know I'm trying my best. I know next year for sure, next summer I'm going. I want to see the Reds play at Progressive. I want to see the Reds play because, of course, as you guys have known from previous podcast episodes, the Reds are my favorite baseball team. So I want to see the Reds play at as many baseball stadiums as I can see them play at.
Well, when they play the Marlins and when they play the Rays, we'll just have a Florida trip, dude. We can go to Florida and we see the Reds. It would be, I mean, we're killing two birds with one stone type of deal. But I think the only place I've seen the Reds play is in Cincinnati. I've been to a couple of MLB stadiums. I've been to to the Reds. I've been to the Indians. I've been to a couple of MLB stadiums like just beside it, but I've not actually seen games. I think the Indians and the Reds are the only MLB stadiums I went to games. The NFL, the only game I actually seen was in Paul Brown Stadium, the Bengals. But I've been to the Browns, the Bengals, Patriots, Jaguars, and I've drove past a couple ones like the Giants, Jets, Ravens, and maybe somebody else. And NBA, I've seen games in the Amway Arena with the Orlando Magic, and it was the Q. I don't know what it's called now. In Cleveland, seeing the Cavaliers.
Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. That's what they call it now.
I just realized I have a whole story about Cleveland, but I don't think we have enough time. That was definitely one of the most surprising situations in my whole life.
That is a great story. That way, you guys are gonna have to tune into the next episode to hear this story. It's a great story, funny story. One of my favorite stories that Jordan has from a trip.
Yeah, we have lots of funny stories, lots of stupid, moments and stories and everything. Definitely up there. There's no video, unlike the Orlando Magic game, but it's definitely up there with that story. This episode, we kind of talked about, our favorite vacation spots, some funny vacation stories, and just, whole slew of things. So, Braden, can you tell some of the listeners where to follow you on social media?
Yeah, for the third and final time in a row for today, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at @B__short.
Make sure to follow Braden on Twitter and Instagram. I'll put the links in the description below. Make sure to go follow me, the Sports 2 Hunt Show, on Instagram and Twitter. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. I greatly appreciate it. See you all next time on the Sports 2 Hunt Show.